Just don't know if this like fresh out of the shower thing's working for me. What's up, loves? Happy Thursday. I hope you all are doing well and having an awesome morning so far. I want to talk today about the 2 ways to relate to emotionality in the body. So, number 1, identification. What we pretty much all do is we feel an emotion and we assume that that's us and that's the emotion that we're feeling. So anxiety, for instance, it's like, okay, I'm experiencing anxiety, and our mind goes, I'm anxious, I'm an anxious person, and we hold on, we identify with that story so much. And so what happens when we do that is our mind is looking for reasons as to why that's true constantly. So it's going to find 1,000,001 reasons as to why you are an anxious person, because that is what you've anchored in your mind. Rather than observation, like what if we were just to like feel the sensation of anxiety? I feel that shit all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm noticing that I'm feeling anxious right now. Where do I feel that in my body? And when we can just observe it, so it's like I am observing my emotion. I am not my emotion. So when I can just observe what's happening in my body and the sensations that are going through my system, I can just spend time and just like love the part of me that feels anxious. And I know for a lot of people who are empaths, I know I am, a lot of times the emotionality that I am feeling in my body isn't actually mine, and there's no reason for it to be there. But what happens when we don't know this is we feel that sensation in the body, and our mind right away tries to look for all the reasons as to why that's there. You know, it's like, work sucks, my mom's doing whatever, my brother did this, my boyfriend, whatever. It's like we rationalize and we create stories. And as soon as we create stories around the emotion, it intensifies the emotion, and we create this like feedback loop in our bodies. But what if we could just not identify with it so much and just observe what's going on and see if we could love the part of us that feels anxious? The second we disconnect or wrong ourselves for it or numb it with food, drugs, social media, gambling, sex, whatever, Game of Thrones, I've never watched that, but that could be a thing. The second we do that and decide that that's not a part of us, or we don't want to acknowledge that part of us, it just keeps going. We can't actually heal it because we're not in a relationship with it. So when you are feeling anxious, lonely, whatever it is, those emotions that you try and constantly run away from, just for today, just try this on for size. Just lean into them and ask yourself, how can I love this part of me just a little bit more? Because that's all we have to do, really. You know, it's actually not as difficult as we may think. But when we get into identification and we start creating stories around it, we kind of get ourselves into a downward spiral. And that just doesn't feel good. Hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday so far, and we'll catch you next week. Bye for now.